Ask any Lord of the Rings fan who the hero of the story is, and you'll likely hear names like Frodo Baggins, Aragorn, or Gandalf. But there is one character whose courage, loyalty, and heart quietly carries the weight of Middle-earth: Samwise Gamgee. In today's video, we will be covering why I think Samwise Gamgee is the true hero of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. Let's define what we mean by hero. In Tolkien's world, heroism isn't just about strength or magical powers. It's about resilience, self-sacrifice, and moral clarity. Tolkien himself once said in a 1956 letter to a fan, "My Samwise is indeed a reflection of the English soldier, of the private and batman known in the 1914 war, and recognised as far superior to myself." So Sam wasn't just a sidekick, he was modelled after the real heroes Tolkien admired. Ordinary people doing extraordinary things. Let's talk about loyalty and love. Sam's defining trait is his unwavering loyalty. He doesn't just follow Frodo, he chooses Frodo time and time again. As Sam says, "I made a promise, Mr. Frodo, a promise. Don't you leave him, Samwise Gamgee, and I don't mean to." That promise becomes the backbone of the journey to Mordor. Without Sam's determination, Frodo would have never made it to Mount Doom. Now let's look at bravery beyond battle. Yes, Aragorn fights battles, Legolas slays orcs, but Sam enters Mordor with no weapon but his frying pan and his courage. One of Sam's most heroic moments comes when he faces Shelob, the monstrous spider. While Frodo lies poisoned and helpless, Sam alone battles her off with the elvish blade's sting and the vial of Galadriel. In The Two Towers, Tolkien writes, "Even as Sam himself crouches, looking at her with a new understanding, wondering if he dared do what he must, the words came to him, Galadriel." He channeled the light of hope in literal darkness. That is heroism. Bearing the burden. As the ring grows heavier, Frodo becomes more consumed, but Sam steps up and delivers one of the most iconic lines. "I can't carry it for you, but I can carry you." That line isn't just cinematic gold, it's a profound metaphor. When the burden of evil becomes too great, Sam literally carries his friend and the fate of the world on his back. And in the book, this is even more powerful. Sam briefly bears the ring himself after believing Frodo is dead. He resists its temptation and returns it without question, a moment of purity Frodo can't claim. The ring's true test. Even Frodo, the ring bearer, ultimately succumbs at the edge of Mount Doom. It is only Gollum's interference and, ironically, mercy shown earlier that causes the ring's destruction. But Sam resists the ring entirely. He sees visions of grandeur, being a great hero, healing the world, but he rejects them. As it says in The Return of the King, but Sam turned to his master and drew him aside. "Come, Mr. Frodo," he cried. "It's your Sam calling, let's go." In this moment, he chooses love over power. That is real strength. The return home. Another way Tolkien defines heroism is in how one handles the aftermath. Frodo, broken by his journey, leaves Middle-earth, but Sam returns to the Shire. In the final line of The Return of the King, Sam says, "Well, I'm back." A simple phrase that echoes deep emotional closure. Sam heals, Sam rebuilds. That in itself is a quiet kind of courage, to live a good life after witnessing so much darkness. Now let's look at literary and fan recognition. Tolkien's son, Christopher Tolkien, even considered Sam the chief hero of the story, and in fan polls, like those from Empire magazine and the OneRing.net, Samwise is often ranked the most beloved character. Peter Jackson and Sean Astin brought Sam's nobility to life in a way that resonates across generations. Astin even received a Saturn Award for his performance. But why does this matter today? Why does Sam's story matter? Because we live in a world where real heroes don't always wear capes or are in command. They're the ones who show up, stay loyal, do the right thing, even when it's hard. Sam reminds us that courage can look like kindness, that the smallest person can change the course of the future, that love is a force stronger than any ring of power. That brings us to the end of today's video. Hope you enjoyed this deep dive into some lore. Let me know what you would like to see me do in future videos. Down in the description you will find two links. The first to my partner Rothman's channel, so if you enjoy MMOs and action RPGs, then check that out. And if you enjoy all things Warhammer, then might I recommend looking at our joint channel, where Rothman and I build, paint, and we will soon be battling our Warhammer armies against each other. Anyway, that brings it to the end of today's video. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are. Bye, guys.